Over directly from the folder. Let's see. Here it is. Just a second. Alright. Game of Beta Seed. Of course, my person's own I found out was him. Welcome to YouTube created with their permission, so the characters that are family creation heavily fictionalized nothing. Because the factions actually behind NB or HB. I can't read that fast, unfortunately. I choose to note the music. It's very well done. Shut up for a bit here.
Asagao Academy, Boots Club.
Welcome to Let's Play Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. I have played through this game before. This is fine. Text speed. This is shipping. Let's see. You guys pick a scene. There are, looks like, 9 choices. I'll roll with D10. You probably won't believe what it landed on. Let's start. Chapter 1. This will be a side LP, so if it doesn't update, we'll tell things well, whatever. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan. This will be forcing her farther and farther away from home. Across from her sat a boy, face half buried in newspaper. I'll read this game in third person because, well, you'll find out. He was deeply enchanted with whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to her. Even when she asked if she could join him in the current in the available space, he shrugged, now just newspaper without ever making eye contact. It was almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't once looked at her. During the conversation, she took a step to count the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, and so forth, over and over. Now and again, she turned to look out the window where the trees were blowing by. Sometimes a spirit viewing would break the reveal of the quiet blue of the sea of Japan. Eventually, the affinity made her stomach churn, and she went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3. Jacob shuddered around them. Their eyes wandered to the boy in his jacket. It was a squishy blue that her and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch probably still on front. Oh my, he sparkles like a vampire. You are stuck on a bus. You don't have much choice to watch. So your first year then? He folds the paper neatly, sat in his lap, and looked at me with a half. Looked at her with a half-interested gaze. Did you catch her staring? Now that the paper was gone, she saw his face. He watched her through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was magically groomed, his teeth straight and blindingly bright. Something about him, the way that I hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling, like a vampire. Me? He got from the apartment, empty besides them, and laughed. That was our third year. Shane began to slow. Metal was growing against metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob her of whatever was left in her stomach. But she closed her eyes and took a deep breath, willing herself to keep it together. What kind of pressure would she be puking out steam before she even arrived at the academy? What I found. She picked up the hammer for a cotton square. It's not possible. I've never seen you before. It took her a moment of mouth wishing to find a response. It's because I'm a transfer student? He laughed again. Transfer student, huh? Look at me, those. Everybody says she moved his hair from her front pocket of her uniform. Paper, heavy weight, off-white, had accumulated creases from reading and rereading, and the words might have changed since the last time she read it. The boy took it, studied it, then handed it back to her.
I'll see you around.
Well then, Hannah, I suppose we'll see you around. He smiled at her as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time she had taken the response, he was already gone from the compartment. She stared in the empty hallway of the train. It was then that she realized he, having gotten it from her acceptance letter, knew her name, and she never got his. So, our protagonist is Hana. Dude, we can't sparkle. It takes 2 dedication to do that. I don't know how to do that. The train settled the station, and she filled out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April, and the last frost witch had come and gone. Except here. If it snows in May up here, it's not special. It has snowed in July before. I don't know that far north, just on the border. Trees were already green, their leaves shivering in the occasional gust sweeping through them. Air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. She went down the road with the small blue-jacket bodies looking at the little groups breaking up from the crowd, and with birds so animatedly around her. She held her suitcase tight in her sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. It wasn't far to the school, and she was, for the first time in her life, thankful that what she owned didn't amount to much. Her school issued Oxfords, click, click, down the pavement. I make no promises for stumbling over my words. I have trouble, sometimes, with my own language. She walked this walk over and over in her mind. So many nights she lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy this first time. Her new start. She always imagined that everything would change for her on this walk. That somehow everything would be magically different. But as she looked around, she realized nothing had changed. She hadn't changed. By the time she reached the massive gate to the academy, she forgot all about the disappointment and starching in the back of her throat. The school, framed with a twisted black metal, was just as beautiful as the god's photo she saw in his pamphlets. This was it. Asagao Academy. She glanced around. The store students gathered on the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the academy's main building. The girl pressed the button at the side of the gate. Excitement in the air was almost palpable. A few minutes later, the black gate with great effort creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the group shifted in motion, she followed along, a sheep in the herd. Her stomach tied itself into knots. The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, she panicked. A tall-looking man with gray hair called out for first years. A cluster of freshman students gathered around him. Hey, look at the girl! She turned. A few away, a small group of boys were pointing at her and snickering. Pink hair? Are you kidding me? How different can you get? Hot shame crawled down her neck. She attached herself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. Distance, the kids hummed in time to her shoes crunching against gravel. Her hair. It wasn't her fault that her hair looked like this. Luckily, she found herself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign on the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfed her in size and sheer intimidation. How many students could Asagao have? Evil Cape, just so great that I can't count that high. As she was building my head girl, maybe nearby caught my attention. She looked away, then looked back. She was staring at her. She walked over.
Oh, you must be my roommate!
Meet Hana's roommate! She eyed her warily. She was smiling and bouncing in the way that suggested her views in life were akin to a perpetual bouncy castle.
What?
Me?
Bingo.
Who is it? There you guys, room 325? She thought back to the paper she received a month prior with a list of all the supplies she needed for the year and her dormitory arrangements. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but she couldn't find what was so funny. Third person is a lot harder than it sounds. Lots of pronouns. Use your judgment. Was she laughing at her? But it was a student. I knew you were going to be a total main character. Well, what did you do off the hair? I'm sorry. A what? Sounds like I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. Yep, it was a hair. She felt a lump forming in her throat. What was she talking about? She had to make fun of her. She hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and she was already being mocked. So it's basic high school. Her hands began to tremble. Is something wrong with my hair? Her face sagged from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again. That was great.
No. It's great. I'm sorry.
It's voice acted at some points, and I forget what those points are.
Getting off on one foot, aren't we? Oh gosh. I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana.
So, Mai Sasaki is Hana's roommate. She bowed her head. The sweatshirt's starting to make me sweat.
Hello.
My room's like probably 42 degrees right now. Now I go upstairs and you feel the change in the atmosphere. So I miss you, Mai. So I was waiting in a room with your welcome letter and I read the envelope. Hope you're not mad. Mai said like to the dorm's front doors. She followed behind like a lost puppy. She left the front desk already? No, it didn't. It didn't know what it was supposed to do. Good, they'll offer to have staff member guide you to the campus. Flag your turn around. You don't get any instructions in either three, you know. I see at my high school, we added 4 new people in 3rd year who basically gravitated towards me for some reason. Did you know my bag? Just the one? I got a brought an extra bag of stuff to take to the room with. I said already, hope you don't mind. But I did want to just realize, I thought we could do together, you know? She spoke quickly. It was bubbling from her mouth, and left her no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Yeah, okay, that's good. That sounds good. I can start using names now. She led her for an over and Hana hurried inside. Girls filed up and down the hallway, howling greetings and exchanging vague necessities that were, more often than not, how was your break-in? Look at that hand you got. Seems like everyone knew each other. Hana followed Mai as she led her through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each door looked the same as the last. Narrow white doors lined both sides of the pale pink walls. Things going over tacked to the front of each, the numbers rising as they climbed. Maybe singing through the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Tomo does him every year and he's like totally dull. He just drags you running through campus and talks to that weird squeaky voice of his. Tell you everything you need to know. Hana smiled, trying to let this calm her nerves. Thanks. They head down a hallway on the 3rd floor. Maya stopped them in front of a door number 325. Here we are. A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls of the hallway were a soft, powdery pink. Maya already defaced the tapestry of posters, magazines, cuts, and photographs. So the photos were of cats, most of them models and rugged musicians. Bunk bed, 2 writing desks, wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all created valued by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the dining room. Tables were covered neatly in tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. Bunk had a single stiff looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that she didn't need to touch. No, it didn't need that she didn't need to touch. No, it was horribly itchy. And of some words again. I'm not re-recording this. To be too much effort today. She was curious because Mike quickly smiled at her. But between pillows and blankets, I always wore a pack. Once the Italy were breaking, Mom got really mad at me because I brought 5 bags. We were only there for a week. I don't even bring a bag when I go camping for a week. I bring my satchel and my backpack. Satchel holds my stuff and my laptop, which I don't bring anymore, and my backpack holds my clothes. That's all I bring. Everything else is already packed into the trailer that I usually never look into. A sense of guilt and embarrassment hit her.
Perfection.
Yeah, that's much better. Thanks, Mai. She placed her suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, photographs of her father, a dill-paste stuffed rabbit, and an old portable radio on a small black box. I opened the curtains and the sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? She's the suitcase under the bottom bunk. Rahana stood on the bottom bunk. About 2 hours out of here, a small town called Amarisu. You probably heard of it. Sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? I saw the stuffed hat Mr. Bunny on the bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh, so you had to do it from boarding school, or... No, I went to public school down the street from my house. Public school? Public school's not that much different from private school. They're both boring and dull. Like what students mean, did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private school, so my parents work a lot. My dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck here for convenience. Hey, what's that? Hunter removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box and was sitting on the uncleaned writing desk. Well, this lady did for you, a long time ago. She sat beside a stack of thick textbooks, which she assumed were provided for her. I've never seen paper like that before. I used to do origami. Then I took a sheet of paper in the knee. I say arrow, but no, she's not I do origami. Yeah, let me get them. I went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and put out a long tangled string of fairy lights. Thought these looked nice. Here, help me clean them up. She grabbed a container of push pins and pulled her wooden desk chair out and over the wall. Hana did the same with her own. Together, they pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. They're already up, you can see them in the background, because the backgrounds don't change. Often. I'll show it over. Did you meet anyone? No, not really. So I with some guy and...
What?
Some guy? Huh? Was he cute? Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't get his name. My sense of point from moment, then perked back up. Hey, point him out to me if you see him again. Suppose we're gonna see him again. Okay. Once they finished cleaning the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's a strong place on the street for camps. It's like out of this world, but the school only lets us camp on weekends. And if you leave the school camp, if you leave my high school, now if you leave high school to ditch class, Well, Pope might get expelled. I walked to the window. We can go today because it's Sunday. It's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the calf since you just got here. We could. She started up by her own enthusiastic laughter. Gosh, me Santos totally shoots outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Does that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. It's not mean to laugh, it's mean to laugh in their face though. What you do when no one is watching is your own business. Oh, anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She let Hana out of the room before she even had a chance to respond. His brother students excited for the new year. Many people was nervous looking as Hana felt with Halo's skittish, wide-eyed first years. She stepped the line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. They shuffled through, asking for help with the selling cashier workers they passed something that looked good. Or you can go to my high school and get swap every day. I swear it was the same food every day. Our tasted the same. Full trays. Mai led Hana to the table in the back where a few students were already sitting. I sat down and she took seats across from her. Hi, Mai, how was your break? It's good. I went to Italy and Spain. Devil of jet ski broke his ankle. It's better now, though. Oh? Well, that's nice. Hana spent being introduced, but the coach turned back to a group of friends and Mai turned back to her. She had to serve her food with a fork and tell me in a particularly minute-by-minute account about her fleeting romance last summer, the boy she met at beach. It didn't go further than a few salty kisses. She stepped back and let Mai talk. For the first time since around campus, she felt like she was finally able to breathe. She picked at her Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more she began to notice small details about her. She had a high, somber voice.
What?
She was dynamic, face twisting this way and that, and exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people with wildly unflattering voices, seemingly related to her actual opinion of them. Most notably, she talked. A lot. She didn't find this particularly annoying as it filled the silence. She hardly asked questions that required my full attention. Are you sure about that? This is why I was running off a shockingly detailed account of the time she actually walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing. The flash mirror thing caught my eye. Hana glanced over. Hey, it's him! Huh? Who? Hana looked across the table just in case he could hear her through the ambient chatter of the mushroom. By the train, that's him!
What?
Jared? Yeah, with the movie jacket and swoopy hair. He's picked up his trail so I could pass something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. I looked up at him. So realized he was talking to her. Hana, it's a train. How are things settling down for you? You're going to phone roommate and she just helped me out. Yes, his name is Jared. As in, Pro Jared? I'm sure you know who he is. If you don't, you're missing out. Hana just isn't Mai who was thunderstruck, and in fact looking around everyone was. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and her. Her shoulders bunched around her neck. But if you need help, I'll be around. Third year, right? She nodded. She had friends during that year. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed out his smile, then winked. It's the least I could do such a cute girl. Well, I'll see you around. She watched the torrent of thoughts raging through her head as he took a seat next to Buddy Eyes who were all wearing the same jacket. That's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at her. And to Hana. He's a new guy in school. Can't believe he looked at me. Hana looked at Mai. She looked at Mai. She's going into pink. It's hard third person. As for my challenge for this one. What are those jackets? Aren't all guys supposed to wear blue wiz as part of the uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're... You know Jared? There's her background is looking at Hana with sudden interest. Did she know him? The only She only talked to him on the train for a few minutes. Suddenly, they weren't friends or anything. But look at Maya and this girl were the only ones who listened. Everybody seemed to be listening. She was surprised when he talked to her. Maybe a little liking her? First option! This doesn't seem to affect the game in any way. Except for what happens next. Honestly, it's the best policy. But, sometimes you gotta twist truth a little bit. Guess so. Turn up and down as you were this piece of furniture purchase. So I did stuff earlier, did I? I'm Mimi. Meet our antagonist. Her name is Mimi. Nice to meet you. Well, one of them anyway. So how did you meet Jared? Cough, Mimi. Jared's not interested. My and me stare at each other for a few seconds. That was kind of a silent mental battle. The Mimi turned away and continued to eat. Sorry, it was clear that she was just trying to get in with you for her own agenda, so I cut her off. Deal with me? Why? Well, you asked me about those guys in the jackets, right? Those are their numeral Boots Club jackets. They're... what? What's the Boots Club? Well, it's these people. This club we have at school here. It's like tourist schools that full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games or something. That right there is John, also known as John Sean. His first name is Jacques. You don't know him? I do. Not personally, but know of him. John was the president of the John Club here at school. Next name was PUG. He didn't find the Rose Club together. PUG is one of the best soccer players on our team. It's an acronym. Then there's Gerard. He will call him the Complete because he's obsessed with completing things. He has the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. Next name is Jared, also known as Pro Jared. He's a model. Then there's Satchbig. I would call him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Is over there? Paul, Nick, and Josh. There I call when this is what called Continue. Paul, the one set up, is the student council president. And the guy at the end here, there is Shane. He'll throw video games to anyone, ever. Shane, if you one you don't know, Shane is the one who in charge of the channel Did You Know Gaming. My excited the dreamy side are mashed potatoes. So how was someone, join the Robots Club? You don't choose Boots, Hana. The Boots choose you. What does it even mean? Had you present with the Boots to be in the club, and they're like super selective. What? The Boots? Club has this Boots statue, like the one on their patches, but it's gold plated. It's a mascot, I guess? They did this weird ritual with it. Ritual? They filled the room with candles and wore these turkey robes during initiation. Cerritos said she saw once they were all like child boots and it sounded like they were talking backwards. If you're going to make a rumor, make it be somewhat believable. I saw a rumor that one of the teachers may or may not be, never mind. But a believer, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're called because they're all really hot. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. I'd say they're the most popular kids in school. And you know, school really one of them. But they can get any girl in school too. Or a boy for that matter. Here, you can eat your cake. Ha shook her head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. Come on. As made her of lunch, she listened to my talk about Jared through mouthfuls of half-dissolved frosting. Back of the dorm, she showed the pile. Hana showed the power checks for the school up for her. Her is playing probably to an equal parts music to static. My family scribbled a notebook at her desk, hunched over with a strikingly poor posture. Hey, Mai. She didn't bother to look up. What's the for History 309? Shoved the papers on her desk for writing a thick textbook. A Jerry man in powder wig frowned at her from the cover. Yeah, this one. Homicide. Then I had that one. School must have missed it. Marge throws the textbook back in her pile. They went to the library. You just check one out. Where's the library? Marge threw the book and rolled something down. She rolled the page out and handed her a Grujon map. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. It took her at least 20 minutes to find the library. By the time she realized she was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. The library was larger than she expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, she headed for the front desk. Roger's green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots. She considered running away. Can I help you? Do it. Yeah. The school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told I'd get it here. Which one is it? The History of the 9 textbook. Sit behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. Her of all. They dodged between the aisles in comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. She should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? No, not John. Satch. Huh? Oh, you work here? Ugh, of course you worked here. Chuckled, dimples appearing in his cheeks. Yeah, I'm very insistent. It's my second year and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. Sounds thinking like kids on Christmas. The book's right down here. Set on a row of thick dusty books. All this history? And pulled out a book with the powderwood man she saw earlier. Thanks. He raised his hand. It was nothing. Did you help with anything else? She wanted a question on the Nobles Club, but she couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks. You're welcome. As I headed back to the campus library, her unease melted away. They were talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. She just there to snuggle up to him. Beneath the front desk, stepping on a couple of study students as they passed, one of them shifted. Eh? Silhouette flew past her face. Thick and shiny paper lay at her feet. I forget how they do that. Let's see. You can scroll up and down to scroll through text. See anything. She better have picked it up. It was quite heavy. There was a cord inside of it. She was to hear a sword, but it hit her in the face. Susan snickered, and she recognized the boys made fun of her hair this morning among them. Her heart dropped. She scanned her memory for anything she might have done to offend them, but came up with nothing. Her hands started to shake. She hid behind her back, trying to think of some way to defend herself. Why did you do that? What do you mean? We were just messing around. It's just you did it on purpose. She faltered. There's nothing I could say. There's nothing she could say. She was outnumbered. They would twist her words no matter how straightforward she was. Sorry. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. She looked good to him, angry at herself for being so compliant. She wished she were. Her mouth crossed over her head to the paper from her. Sag examined the paper closely. I see the problem is, it would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. That is true. He placed the paper on the table, and looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful though, you almost hit her, and that would have been awful. Hana's hands began to sweat as panic shooted through her, afraid of the response, but... Jesus, sorry, we'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized? Thanks, I appreciate it. He had a wild smile and continued off down the aisles. She felt close to the bind, her legs weak. This was because of him, simply because she was with him? She wanted to thank him, but her heart was pounding so hard she knew her voice would shake. They reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. Hana's lips trembled as she willed herself to say something. Anything to thank him. He turned his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Oh, fiction? He chuckled. I chose a cool book. Thank you, right, Rally, if you don't mind me saying so. He stopped the counter for a thick green book and passed it to her. Man in black to the front, hugging woman in royal robes. I can only remember what the name of that book was referencing. It saw almost my face. The Princess Betrothed. Oh. Okay. Now I know what it's referencing. As you would tell, though, travels through the school, if you ever worried, just read this. It travels you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung her eyes, so she ducked her head.
Satch.
Thank you, Satch. For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name. I'm a transfer student. Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will. They could have gone better. Anyway, I have to end it here. I don't know how long it is, but I'll find out. Drop safe. Next time, continue on with the story. Until then.